What's going on, YouTube? This is Sports Gaming 1, and it's time to look at some more rosters from our roster project for NCAA Football 19, which, of course, is NCAA Football 14, but these are the 2018 rosters. I'm going to show you all the ratings for the Big Ten quarterbacks, and we're going to do this all week. I'm going to show you each conference, at least the Power 5 conferences, and where their quarterbacks rank, or where their ratings are on the game. And at the same time, over on the SG1 Sports channel, I'm going to give you my rankings for each team at quarterback, and I'll put a link to that video here on this one once it is up. This one is going up first, so I don't know, exactly if it'll be up when you see this video. But yeah, we're going to go through each team. We're going to show you the quarterbacks for each team, and I may do this for the running backs also. I may go through and show you the running backs. And then after that, starting around February 1st, somewhere in that area when we start all of our breakdown videos, that's when I'm going to start showing you teams. And so we'll show you the whole team's ratings. I'm trying to get some teams done to where I can start doing that. And then over on the SG1 Sports channel, that's where I'm going to be showing you the players leaving. I'll do the schedule preview, update you on all their recruiting. So again, you want to make sure you subscribe to the SG1 Sports channel for that. But over here, we'll be doing all kinds of gaming videos, and that's why I'm doing the rosters for NCAA football and all of that here on the Sports Gaming 1 channel. So again, we're going to go through all of the Big Ten quarterbacks. I will show you their ratings, and then tomorrow I think we'll do the ACC, then we'll do the Big 12 the next day, and then the Pac-12 after that. So again, you will get to see all of the Power 5 quarterbacks. And so let's go ahead and get started with it as we take a look at the Big Ten quarterback ratings on NCAA football. All right, let's get it started. We're going to go alphabetically through the teams, starting with Illinois. And you see Jeff George is 75, Chase Crouch is 72. I did both of those guys because they both played a lot. I think I actually did Cam Thomas as well. I think he had some playing time this season. So Illinois not looking too good at the quarterback position. Now we go to Indiana, and this is a surprise. Peyton Ramsey, an 88 overall. His passing numbers are pretty good. He has good rushing numbers as well. So that's why you see him as an 88. And again, he was a starter as a freshman, so obviously pretty good. Now we go to Nathan Stanley. He is an 81 overall. The only player I did here for Iowa. Has the capability, I think, of having a pretty good season next season. Let's see, who would be next alphabetically in the Big Ten? Hopefully I don't miss anyone. Maryland. Now this was a tough one to figure out because of limited playing time. I did do all three of these guys. You see Kasem Hill and Pigram are 81 overall, and Borton Schlager is 76. Yes. So that's the best I could do, and I kind of had to wing it on these guys because again didn't have a ton of playing time. And who's going to win the starting job there? That'll be interesting to watch. But hey, they're in pretty good shape with three guys, all with some experience. And we'll see what happens heading into next season. Let's keep it going now. Michigan would be next. You can see Brandon Peters is 77. He's the only guy that I did not do McCaffrey or Patterson yet. I will be doing Patterson, and based off of his Ole Miss numbers, if he is ruled eligible. I did not know for sure if that was going to happen. So again, ignore those ratings. That's actually from a whole nother player. But Peters only a 77. I was a little surprised with that. If he had some numbers as a runner, was a little faster, he would have a higher rating. Because to me, just looking at him, I thought he was better than 77 overall. But again, I'm using the real stats, so there's no. I mean, you can't say I'm being biased or anything like that. This is all based off of actual stats. Then we go to Michigan State. Brian Lewerke, an 86 overall. Of course, his rushing numbers are going to help his overall rating as well. Minnesota, Demery Croft is 73 overall. So you're seeing, we did the SEC quarterbacks, and it feels like the Big Ten quarterbacks are coming out a lot lower. That's, again, it's based off of stats. Who would be next? Nebraska. Patrick O'Brien. I can't remember if there was enough stats for him or not. So I don't know for sure, but I did come up with that 79 rating somehow. Again, this is very early in the process. There will probably be some changes after we get through the spring to some of these players. Northwestern, Clayton Thorson, an 85 overall. Pretty good rating for him. And you know, we're not really seeing anybody with a real, I mean, we haven't seen anybody over 90 here in the Big Ten. How about Ohio State? Now we got our 90. Dwayne Haskins Jr., a 90 overall, you know, a good runner. And, you know, I had to base this off of the only 40 time I could find. So his rating came out at 72. So if you guys have a link to anything that would show him running a faster 40 time, and I don't know what 72, what that comes out to be, maybe like a 4.7 or something like that. But if you guys have that information, again, that's what I'm counting on you guys to do, is to help me out with these rosters. So if you have something for him on a 40 time, please just share that. And again, I need a link though. I'm not just gonna say, well, so and so said he ran a 4.5. You know, I need actual something to back that up. But yeah, still he came out at 90 overall, and I think I used his stats because he did have some significant playing time. Look at the Michigan game when he came in, so his numbers were not all from garbage time, and that's why he does come out to be a 90. And I think he's gonna be pretty good next season as well. Penn State would be next, and here you go, Trace McSorley, a 95 overall. Yes, he is one of the highest rated quarterbacks that we've done. Actually, that's the highest rating I think that I've showed you. Jarrett Stidham was a 94, Tua Tagovailoa was a 94, but Trace McSorley, so yeah, right now he is the highest overall rated quarterback at 95, and his speed is a big part of this. You see he's got an 85 speed, really good run numbers, so those are going to bump his overall rating up. You know, his passing numbers are probably not quite as good as Jarrett Stidham, but because of the run numbers, that's why he passes him as a higher overall. So that's interesting. How about Purdue? And you see Sindelar and Sindelar and Blau, I should say. 81 and 85. Sorry, this was confusing me because Sindelar is actually has a lower overall rating. I know I did both of these guys, but you see Blau is an 85 and he's at 81, so that's interesting. If you look at the numbers, the Blau should be the starter, but hey, they did what they had to do at Purdue, so that, again, that's interesting. Sorry, that kind of took me by surprise. How about Rutgers? Shinjo is 76. And I think we're about done. Who is left? Now we got Wisconsin. Are there any other Big Ten teams? Hopefully I didn't skip over one. It wouldn't surprise me if I did. I was thinking there was another team down here. Wisconsin. Alex Hornibrook comes out in 87 overall. He's one of the higher rated quarterbacks in the Big Ten. So you can see Trace McSorley, clearly the highest rated quarterback in the Big Ten for next season, according to these ratings. Haskins for Ohio State is there. Then you go down to Hornibrook, Clayton Thorson, Lewerke. Who else did we skip over? Ramsey at Indiana. So there's some really solid quarterbacks according to these ratings. And let me just go back through. I feel like I missed a team. I should have counted, I guess. Let's see. Maybe I did. Okay, so we did Rutgers. We talked about Purdue. We did Penn State, Ohio State, Northwestern. And I can go ahead and tell you guys, there's Minnesota. We did them. Michigan. I've done Shea Patterson on here because when he was still at Ole Miss, I did his rating, and he has a really high rating. So if he's able to play next year and we get his rating done, I believe he was over 90. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think he was up there over 90. So that would be a really big pickup for Michigan, especially, you know, if you're playing this game or whatever, to be able to have him. Maryland, we talked about all their quarterbacks. I don't know why I feel like I missed a team. Indiana, Illinois, Iowa, and Illinois is the first team alphabetically. So there you go. That's it for the Big Ten. We talked about all the quarterbacks. You know, there are some that you're probably not going to agree with, but again, this is based off of stats and stats alone, and then the speed is based off of their 40 time. So That's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more here on the Sports Gaming 1 YouTube channel.